Wakanda forever! Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with T'Challa the Black Panther, who makes indestructible Vibranium, which is like a power stone. It taps for mana, but you can only spend that mana on artifacts and abilities. But with T'Challa at the helm, you'll be making a ton of mana and making a big commander just by casting artifact spells that cost 4 or more mana. Which, as you might imagine, means this deck has a lot of 4 or more mana artifact spells. This is a big artifact ramp deck. We're playing T'Challa, we're getting the mana, and because you can play T'Challa as early as turn 2 using cards like Elvish Mystic or Avacyn's Pilgrim, you're able to start ramping bright and early and use that mana to cast, maybe, sure, you're starting with some more ramp, your Solemn Simulacrums, or maybe you're doubling up your abilities or looking to get more card advantage. But once you get past that 4 mana barrier, we're going into everything from huge creatures to board wipes to infinite combos, casting as many spells, killing tons of creatures, and of course, filling up our hand with 10 cards in our end step. We can even cast things for free in our end step. With T'Challa, you're able to so rapidly get these huge artifacts out. And because you're getting so much mana, not just when he enters, but also when he attacks, you get even more rewarded by swinging in with haste. And T'Challa himself is also quite the threat. You can chain together various 4 mana spells that tap for mana to make him huge, so your opponent is forced into bad blocks while you take advantage of the board with not just Vibranium, but also your other artifacts. And since you're making artifact tokens, anything that scales up with the number of artifacts you have, like Iron Man armor, Nettle Cyst, or Machinist Arsenal, will make itself huge. So let's take T'Challa into the queue and see what Wakanda's got brewing in their Vibranium mines. This video and my channel are sponsored by TCGplayer.com, which is a great place to buy precons and ways to upgrade them. In fact, I actually have the Wakanda Forever precon that this commander is from. But if you're looking for other cool cards from, well, all of Marvel's superheroes, you should check out TCGplayer.com using the link in the description of the video, because if you make a purchase through that link, you'll also be supporting my channel. And also, maybe you're picking up some copies of the Fantasticar, which is in a Fantastic Four precon, and is apparently taking Legacy by storm. It's crazy. Go check out that deck, too, because it's fantastic. And Car. Rafellos, Llanowar Emissary. Wow, that is an awkward pair of lands to have because it means I have no colored mana here. I'm going to mulligan. Rafellos is Turbo Ramp. This will enter tapped. We have this on turn 1. A Quick Welder, if I get a slightly different land, would also be really nice since it would discount my other artifacts. I will still keep this. Hope that I draw like a basic land. That would be pretty nice. Or just anything that comes in untapped. Like Gathering Place. For T'Challa and the other Vibranium workers will gather. Center's tapped. All right, what am I looking at here? Hedron Archive. Temple. Vacuum. Swing for 4. Make another Vibranium. Next turn, I'm going into it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So close. Rafellos going to get himself a 3rd forest, so he taps for 6. Yeah, we're both turbo ramping over here. Yeah, I will take the land out of your graveyard. That's a wary Zone Guard. It's a good card. What else you got? Graveyard hate is important. Oh, what's up, 6? 6 will put more lands in the graveyard. Bossing Say enters tapped. A tragedy. Still an awesome land, though. I will play Voyager Quick Welder. No, because then I don't have a second white source. I will play just the Machinist Arsenal. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. 13-13. I could be your hero, baby. Against this villain? Any day. Cityscape Leveler, taking out the equipment that's giving me that giant buff, but also giving me access to a portal. I actually already had portal mana. More so. All right, let's see what they milled. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, 1,000-year Elixir, and Hoof. I'm gonna exile the Emrakul just so it's not in their deck anymore. And I'll just, like, block for 4 mana, or 4 damage here. No lands in that graveyard. Let's see. Just wanted to make sure it didn't use my Abandoned Air Temple because whoever's left is getting slain. Where's Grandpa? He's in the graveyard. Gonna slurp that up since it can come back. Even though I could also potentially bring it back. And they're down to 6. I have a lot more mana than a Rafellos deck, and I will tell you that feels good. They're gonna discard a card to tutor for a creature. Yeah, T'Challa don't mess around. With Turbo Ramp? Yeah, I think everybody likes seeing Rafellos get bullied. Going first makes a huge difference, too. Turn 1 ramp into turn 2 T'Challa is like the thing I always want to be able to do in this deck. And getting to do that before they even land Rafellos is fantastic. Alright, I'll grab that Wary Zone Guard. See, I could just use you to buff in. I'm going to sacrifice the Hedron Archive. Remember, I only have 4 lands. To look for a something else. Sure. Roaming Throne, I'm going to name Human. You can also name Hero. Give me twice the Vibranium, twice the fun. And they're just gonna take it right on the dome. They know this game is over. Helga Skittish Seer goes very quickly if she manages to start getting some counters. She really does generate a lot of value just by existing as an adorable little froggy, drawing you cards, tapping for mana, getting bigger as you go. You can even mutate onto her. That's rough. They did not have turn 1 ramp. That might mean they have some removal for T'Challa or a Tithe or something. Path to Exile. You're gonna ramp me even more? Well, thank you. So nice of you. Yeah, pathing a commander like this, I think, is kind of rough, because it just means I can play it again. I'm gonna get Tails Ended this time. I see that blue mana. Nope. T'Challa has landed once again, 2 turns in a row. I am rapidly approaching Extinguisher mana. If I get a land, I can... Yeah, I could destroy their land and also all creatures. Okay, I didn't. Let's consider ourselves lucky. I'll play the Rune-Carved Obelisk. Obelisk the Tormentor into the Mightstone and Weakstone. Mighty, Mighty Boss Tones. Oh, thank you, Anna Boogie Woogie, for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We're doing some Black Panther business. We don't actually split up the party. They both die. I have so much mana. Meanwhile, there's no creatures in play. No, I want to wait. Aetherflux. Welder. Warp. Get a land, and then it will leave, and I'll get a non-land. What's up, board wipes? Care to play Helga? Because I feel like playing Helga will let me just end this game. Yes, very good. Allow me to introduce you to the Orbital Space Laser. It's a good orbital space laser. And it's going to destroy your hallowed fountain. And also Helga. Also this guy, but I don't really care. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I'll station. Big laser. It only takes 5 for me to crew you up. Alright, cool. Wan Chi Tong. I do have this Prismatic Vista out, but I don't need to use it. So I won't. I'll tap. I'll tap. And I will swing with the 10/10 Extinguisher Battleship. Extinguish this librarian bird. Yes! Violence! Oh, a roaming throne to double all the triggers! Yay! Oh, yep, nah, I deserve that. I deserve that. Good game, man. You better not touch our opponent's commander because they're toxic. If you target this, you have to pay the ward of 5 poison counters. And if one of their death-touching creatures dies, you have to sacrifice a non-token creature of your own, which rapidly adds up to a little bit of sacrifice, a little bit of Voltron to protect this and get some damage in, but mostly, it's all death touch all the way down. Hi, Grist. You are a cutie patootie. There's also sometimes the secret win con of Finn. Guess what? Death touchers in a Finn deck? Crazy. No, I will not block Grist, my sweet little bugaboo baby. As much as I love her, I'm aware of her violence. Ooh, Swarm Saboteur! So I actually have a Serpent Society deck. I've been playing it quite a bit. I just haven't recorded it yet. It's very silly. It is not a serious deck. Call of the Black Panther. See if they go for a land. It's very serious. Oh yes, very serious. If they play Virus Beetle, I'd probably just drop Fanatic. If I were to block one of these, I would lose both my creatures. So, hands off! I'm taking 3, they're getting another Beetle. Draw some cards. Get some ramping going. Let's do that. The Might Stone and Weak Stone. Now, I could go to kill the Serpent Society here. And just take 5 poison to the face. Or I could draw 2 cards. I'll draw 2 cards. And play the Ghost Vacuum. And then swing in with T'Challa to get another Vibranium. The Serpent Society trades with T'Challa, but he is taken down in battle. Defeated. Okay. You gonna try to do that with the Grist while I have a Ghost Vacuum? I also run Unearth and Reanimate in these decks, because guess what? It works. I'll drop Fanatic Aronis. In part because I can actually use the Vibranium for the Eternalize, because it's not casting, it's an ability. Ashnod! Ooh! Flesh Machinist. can sacrifice their things to force me to sacrifice, but only if Serpent Society is out. No, you're staying there. Yay, I gained a life. Fanatic of Ronus. Not a non-token, so if they do end up doing stuff with that, I'd be fine. Aether Flux Reservoir. And I'm gonna hold up Swords to Plowshares here over playing Avacyn's Pilgrim. I feel I have enough mana with this here. And of these cards, I think that the biggest threats are Swarm Saboteur and then Ashnod. But it very much depends on who's actually in play. If the Serpent Society is in play, Ashnod is the biggest threat. Otherwise, it's Swarm Saboteur. And if they have the reanimation and they use the reanimation, Grist is the problem. But I have a Ghost Vacuum here, so don't worry about it. They turn it into a Power Stone, which is like Vibranium, but worse. Virus, Beetle. Goodbye, Avacyn's Pilgrim. Beep boop. Good little Robo-Bug. We'll play another? No, they're going to reanimate. No, you're not. No, you're not, Thomas. Oh, 10 rings. Okay, Ugin. I'll hit Grist. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3. A lot. Wait, I can cast this! Okay, well, they do not want me to draw 10 cards. Which is fair. Bruce Banner, one of the commanders you should be afraid of. I do have turn 1 ramp, but I do not have turn 2 T'Challa, because I don't actually have white mana. Greed wins. Who knows? Maybe I'll draw planes. I got those in my deck. Go! Yana War Elf. Yeah, whatever. Mox Amber. Hey. I wonder when we're gonna get a 1 mana, like, legendary Llanowar Elf. We haven't gotten that yet, right? And don't be like Rufolos. He costs 2. Yeah, I'd say Bruce Banner is one of the just best new cards. In a vacuum, this card is very, very strong. And I bet they're gonna play it here. Yeah, Bruce! I'd put out my my Bruce deck list. It's pretty good. Lush Portico. Ooh, Orrery. Can I get to Orrery chaining together things in this hand? Never know until you try! You think Bruce is silly on all fronts? G'day, Bruce. They got themselves their turn 1 exploration. It's a good card. The Stomping Grounds, they could draw 2 cards off Bruce. Green Sun Zenith, X equals 3. What is the card for Bruce? Mossborn Hydra? I mean, that's just a good card. Especially with an exploration, if you got some lands that can fall, that thing's gonna kill me real good. Inventor's Fair, T'Challa. And I will swing with my Llanowar Elf. Hey, you want to trade? Okay, cool. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's enough to Ugin, which could kill Mossborn Hydra. Or 1 ring to protect myself. They're drawing. See if they get more lands. Oh yeah, Freya. Freya is a 1 mana mana dork, but only can be used for equipment and equipment abilities. Mossborn Hydra swinging in. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get like a cheap thing I can play off the Ugin. Oh no, because I can't use that one on Ugin, so I'd need this here. No bright glass. No one ring. I'm going to say you can kill Ugin, but I'm pretty sure you wanted to transform into Hulk this turn, which will be a lot less good. Ooh, somebody in chat said they just tried my list for this, but they added in Cosmic Cube and Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear we had as a maybe card. Okay, Hulk's hulking. Well, I'm gonna cast a bunch of spells for nothing. Oh yeah. How about you and... Not a problem yet. It'll eventually be a problem. One ring. I protect. What's up, Hulk? I'm as big as you are. Yes, if Hulk receives damage, he gets an extra combat. Defense of the Heart. Do you pay the 1? A sweet little hobbit. None of my creatures have trample. We gain a life and lose a life. Why have Hulk smash when we can smash Hulk? Yeah! Whee! Smash. Smoosh. Smoosh, smoosh, smash, smoosh. GG, Bruce. Downey Street Wise Lookout. You better look out as she's doubling up the abilities of little critters, also making them very hard to block. Actually, I think they for Delny. Delny is a very good commander to play with hairs as well, so we'll be able to tell by turn 2 if this person is playing Hair Apparent the deck. It will become apparent. Oh, right, I don't have the other colored mana here. That's fine. Do I feel like going for a Hobbit or some armor? One Hobbit, please. This won't generate more colored mana until I get another piece. White Orchid Phantom. Okay, so they're definitely just doing, you know, good small creatures with enter the battlefield abilities. Well, lucky for me, they just gave me the mana to turn that online. I feel like this Wrath of God will probably end up being helpful. I have so much mana. If I get a land next turn, I can just Nexus of Becoming. What's up? Oh, no, wait, I don't even need another mana. Right, I have the Vibranium. Yeah, go for it. Nexus of Becoming. Let's maybe turn Paradox Engine into a thing. Ooh. Ah. Mighty, mighty. Mightstone. I would like to draw 2 hearts. Yes, and please. Thank you. Get another Vibranium. Play this forest. Pass the turn. We dabbing? Alright. But commander am I brewing? T'Challa, the Black Panther. Not to be confused with any of the other 5 Black Panther cards. Ooh, they're gonna exile the Mightstone and Weakstone. And also my delighted halfling. But she was so happy! Wonder why they didn't hit my commander. Maybe they're planning on exiling it with a spell here. Very possible. Alright, so I have 2 pieces there. I'm gonna try this. I could do it post-combat to untap more mana. Also to untap T'Challa, but I want to make T'Challa fly. Swords to Plowshares. Alright, that's what we expected. I still have a cool blocker, though, except for the whole Delny thing. I guess it'll be a cool attacker off of the Iron Man armor. Alright, so next is the Becoming triggers. Ring of the Luci or Spirited Simulacrum. I'll go with the Simulacrum. This wouldn't be able to tap for mana right away. So I have a secret 6/6 creature. But that can't block anything if Delny's out. I will take 5 damage. The Priest of Ancient Lore. Grab an Inspector. More nice doubleable abilities. They investigate and investigate again. Alright, my turn. I will tap, tap, T'Challa. Tap, tap, Ringo. Use that Rang. Actually, I can just use the Vibranium mana for it. Would like to turn that into a big Chunkus. Okay, yeah, I'll take a free 10 rings. I don't need to cast it. Seems pretty good. I will draw 9 cards. That is a lot of cards. Yeah, listen, the 10 ring, do I want to cast it for mana? No. Would I love to get it for free? Yes. Yes, very. I could tap something down here. Guess I'll block the thing I can kill. I feel like they're going to wipe the board. There are some board wipes, by the way, that kill everything that's big and not the littles that you can run with Delny. I don't even think Paradox Engine did that much in this game. It's just the turbo ramp off T'Challa getting to, like, a big impactful artifact like Nexus of Becoming. Yeah, Citywide Bust is one of them. There's the one that's from Avatar got a reprint. Oh, Battle of Bywater, that works too. Alright, so we say goodbye. Oh no, my 10 rings! Broken! Get the Lul there. Fanatic can go into the graveyard. I don't need to tap anything. Okay, can I kill them off Iron Man armor this turn? Because I think that's probably the best bet. I also think it shouldn't be too hard. They can gain... They can go to 13. I wonder if I should be starting with Aether Flux, just in case. I'll do it now. Oh, I'll also play T'Challa. Do I have enough mana? Yeah, I do. Big Arsenal. Big Vibranium. Tibbity tabbity. Aether Flux, make a boy big. Keep on tapping. Please stop moving my things around, game. It's very rude of you to do that. Alright, now I will go for the Iron Man armor swing. Giving it the Machinist's Arsenal. Make sure it's XXXXL. And I suppose win the game. Raph and Mikey, troublemakers. Going to be ramping just as fast, if not faster than us. I have no instant speed removal. I do have the potential of getting greedy with a Library of Alexandria, but I think I would rather ramp. Looking for removal for Raph and Mikey on Key to the Archives. Or just looking for, you know, answers. It could be a board wipe. It could be anything. Doesn't matter too much to me. So we're going to go turn 1, Delighted Halfling. Sorry, Library. I know. The greed. It calls to all of us. Shared Roots. Yeah, they're rampant. This is the dude who swings in and comes with a free other creature from your deck. Many of which are absolutely terrifying. Nala, the Black Panther. Comes with Vibranium. Map the Frontier means that they could be hitting me this next turn. Do I think I would survive one hit? Maybe. We'll find out. They have Judgment, and it's gonna be hard for me to cast that. I need another land. I'm gonna drop Library. So depending on what they hit, this could just be lethal here. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana potentially. They're playing Exploration. Let's them play 2 lands this turn. They're not going for Raph and Mikey this turn. Interesting. I wonder if the lands they had were just like, it's too tappy. Chandra. Whoa, I don't know what this one does. X damage to each creature. Sure. R.I.P. T'Challa. Hello, Swords to Plowshares. That's gonna be a good one. I could replay T'Challa. Go for Ultron, setting up for some funky doubles. No, I'll just play T'Challa. And even though I do have the mana for Ultron, I would rather hold up Swords to Plowshares. Topping a Mikey once, like, that buys me a turn. Domri can let them fight, can ramp, can stop counter spells. And they're playing Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh, okay, so they're just really not into actually playing their commander. Sure. You want to make these fight? Okay, I'm not gonna stop that. My commander hasn't entered the battlefield. Pretty cool. And I'll grab my Surveil land here. Other land? Land seems fine. Yeah, that would tap me under the white mana. So instead, let's go for Ultron. Artificial Malevolence. I do not need to copy this. I'm just playing it. But then again, I could copy. It doesn't do anything if I copy it. It's a 2/2 robot. I guess it, you know what it does? It gives me a 2/2 legendary indestructible creature. Let's do it. It's cool! Yeah! I'll use Ultron. He's in this deck because he's cool. Pyrokinesis. You gonna play Raph and Mikey or what? Okay, yes. We cannot counter. Sure. And what do you play? Are you playing from your hand or from the command zone? They're glimpsing the impossible. Sure. You got Scavenger Grounds, Password Shard, and Migration Path. How to give the One Ring Summoning Sickness. Okay, listen. A little tummy ache. With the board wipe in hand, an indestructible creature, and protection with the ring? Yeah. Go for it, Raph and Mikey. Oh no, Emrakul. Such a gentle katunk. Very gentle. So sweet, so innocent, so katunk. Okay, great. I lose no life. Sorry, Ultron. But I gotta, you know, the baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do, right? I do not copy because I'm gonna board wipe. Goodbye. And then I will use the One Ring to kill Domri. Great. This is gonna flip over and give them the clone Kiki Jiki. Raph and Mikey. Buddy, you already knew it was coming. Ooh, I could turn you into an Ultron. Ooh. Wait, Bright Glass, maybe? Let's start with the... You know what? Let's go to T'Challa. Into Mystic Forge. Let's just put that in my hand for safekeeping. Sweet, free frogs. With a land, they can replay their commander. And it's really about what they happen to get. They're not going to be able to clone. Reflection of Kiki Jiki doesn't have quite enough. Emrakul, the Annihilator Emrakul. How much damage am I willing to take? I am going to double block this. R.I.P. T'Challa. She's back. Do you think they just have Emrakul? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, huh. Do I have 5+? I do. Okay, so we start with Paradox Engine. Hold up. Yep, you're gonna hate this. If you thought you hated it before, you're gonna hate it more now. Oh boy, are you ever! I think I might be able to kill them this turn off Nettle Cyst. It's just going to take a lot of fiddling, which again, sorry opponent, but this is just how it's going to go. I feel like you kind of deserve it. Play Raph and Mikey. Igra, Eater of All. I do not have turn 1 ramp, though I do have some very fun ramp if I get a fetch. Some removal as well, roaming throne, portal, but all those things could also make that grow. Same trouble here, but you know what? I think I'm still going to keep it. Biggest problem is that against Igra, there's going to be a lot of removal, and a lot of that removal is actually going to be edicts, things that make both players sacrifice a creature, because that's how you make this kitty cat grow. She turns everything into foods, which also means you can use artifact removal on it, and typically these decks are chock full of things that they destroy all artifacts. And yes, the Vibranium is indestructible, but just the Vibranium is indestructible. Hey, if you want to see me playing Igra, you should check out the most recent episode of Shuffle Up and Play. Content warning, it's disgusting. But I am playing Igra in it. I also have an Igra Brawl deck. Oh god, Academy Manufactor. Hello, yes, one T'Challa. Holla holla, get T'Challa. Well, somebody's asking, do I ever play Commander in person with viewers at cons? I actually don't even bring decks to Commander, to like play Commander with. I don't bring any decks to cons anymore. Gilded Lotus. T'Challa is now the Iron Panther. Oh dang. Are we getting cut down or whatever it is? Or is this destroying, what is it, Force? Force of Vigor? I feel like Force of Vigor would make sense in an Igra deck. It's Force of Vigor! Oh no! Aw, T'Challa does not get to fly. The unlucky cabbage merchant. Oh, this is so funny. So, whenever they sacrifice a food, which also includes their creatures, oh no, he becomes what he loved most, artifacts. My creatures will now all enter tapped. That's rough, buddy. They had to exile Chatterfang? They did. Scary. Yeah, Igra's just getting huge. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've played anything other than draft at a Magic Con. Because I don't bring Commander decks. Because I'm always just too busy chatting. Or if it was specifically last year's Magic Con Atlanta, I brought my partner with me. And we just kind of hung out. A delighted halfling. Aww. And they're not eating the food. Okay. All my artifacts enter tapped, which means I can't, like, chain those together very well. I have an Urborg, so I don't have to crack that open. I think I will have to use this as a chump blocker. I'm gonna go roaming throne. I will name human. And then the Hedron Archive. We are now the same size, not that it matters much. Takanuma! Oh, Camellia Camellia! There's some nasty stuff you can do with Camellia because you can forage, meaning sacrifice your foods, which are your creatures, to make some squirrels. If they had Chatterfang too, sheesh. Listen, if I had 2 more mana, you know what I would do? I would be eating this guy. Oh, hey, Sephiroth. They have sacrificed a food. Sort of. Technically, it counts, right? Camellia gets a squirrel. They're very close to just having lethal as well. Since creatures dying will make me lose life. I have to block Igra. Okay, well, they took away one of their own attackers. Portal does not solve this issue, no. But I do have other board wipes in the deck. Except I think it might kill me if I do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that kills the me. I mean, may as well, right? Good game, Igra. You are going to win. But hey, I got to show you my cool portal. Sephiroth is just so hungry. Igra is so hungry. It's a classy little... Oh, spacebar. Hi, Tippy Toe. If you create a token, you also get additional food. It's a Pippin text. I die. GG, Igra. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. That's a terrifying thing to see across the table, since he's able to sacrifice, killing and drawing cards all at the same time. I imagine this is going to be mono black sacrifice with some extra protection here because of what I'm going to call an unfortunate interaction with my deck right here. Yawgmoth has protection from humans. T'Challa underneath that suit. He is not actually a kitty man. I know he looks like a kitty man. He is in fact a human. But we're gonna make it through. We have some graveyard hate. We have a way to kill Yawgmoth. And I had a turn 1 exploration. Turn 1 ramp into turn 2 T'Challa with what we always want. Yeah, T'Challa him up. Next turn, I guess I could Aether Flux. It's not really a reason to, though. I mean, it makes T'Challa bigger. Ooh, Bitter Blossom. Inventor's Fair. If I went Ooze, there's nothing in a graveyard for me to hit. Okay. I'll go Aether Flux, T'Challa, and then Frogmite. That way, if they have an Edict effect, a Symmetrical Sacrifice, either of those, I'll also have this Frogmite to sacrifice. Oh, somebody is asking, how is competitive Brawl? I don't know. I assume it's approximately the same as it was when I tried it before. Which is to say, a lot of combos, a lot of spiky business. You want to see free spells? They got free spells for days. Marionette Apprentice, when their creatures or artifacts die, they will get a ping right on my face. I'll be losing life. Ah, Ugin. I got myself some ooze. I do choose to ooze. I'm saving that Swords to Plowshare for Yogg. Even though I'll probably get to Ugin fairly soon. These don't work for him, but they work for the artifacts that work to get to it. Yes, I would say competitive Brawl being described as very blue by somebody in chat. A lot of Nashi, a lot of Yuriko. But there's also some just like turbo win decks like Tifa. They can't kill T'Challa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they can kill the Frogmite. You might want to do that. Yeah, some of the like super high value alchemy cards are in there too. Jarsel. Mm-hmm. There's also some 5-color slop decks, but for the most part, I don't think they're in Mythic. Ye olde slop. Yeah, I did the Mythic climb. It was not very fun. I'm sure it's fun to some people. Just not my jam. Ooh, a land. Yeah, let's use this Inventor's Fair. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so many choices. Extinguisher? I hardly know her! Oh, I guess I could have done that on their turn. I'm impatient. 10 rings is cool. Make my Froggy grow! T'Challa 2. You're gonna get more chump blockers every turn. Do I think that 10 rings is 10 times as strong as the 1 ring? Draws about 10 times as many cards. That's how it works, right? They do have mana if they want to Yogg again. Sacrificing a creature, bringing out the Moth. I feel like, even though Yawgmoth is very, very good, I usually see more Sephiroths just in the queue. Got 6 mana. What's the vibe here? The Yara First of Locktwain. They're able to sacrifice black creatures to draw cards, and black creatures entering also gains and drains. A Forsaken Miner. Sacrificing to the Phyrexian Tower. Gain another life. Using that. Xander's Wake. Now, if a creature dies, they'll be getting more creatures in hand. Ye olde Paradox with some Vibranium here. I'm not going to play it this turn. I don't have a spell to follow up with, but here is all 10 of the rings. Who could ever want for more? T'Challa doesn't have any, like, specific specific things with like Paradox and Aetherflux. It's just he makes a ton of mana rocks, which is very good with Paradox and Aetherflux. Didn't think me a Paradox enjoyer? I'm not a Paradox Engine enjoyer. I'm a Paradox Engine tolerator. So long as it's in the format, I'll put it in Selesnya decks. I put it in my, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. He was like, whenever you tap him, you got to gain a life and draw a card. Yeah, now I'm drawing some lands. I sacrificed one land before to find the rings. Wily Duke! That was the one. Yeah, Wily Duke was a funny guy. Wonder what you're sieging. What do you siege? Oh, watch out, they're sieging. They be sieging! It's Grave Pact! Hey! Nah, I think I'm good. I got 5 Vibranium. Kill a guy. You will. And I'll exile it out of the graveyard. Eep, 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 eep. Eep. Yoink. Before they can commit the crime and bring it back. Stay sieging, baby. Oh no, my frog! Oh, look, more ooze. Yay, ooze! Kill another. Oh, the S Laughter Specialist? Kind of surprised they didn't, like, sacrifice something before that resolved. Since now I can sacrifice Human Token. And now we're gonna just, you know, get nasty. Alright, they're gonna sacrifice that. I will sacrifice the 1/1 token. They will draw a card. Oh, Endstone as well. Okay, with Endstone, I will say I absolutely have lethal this turn. There's pretty much no way to stop me from going pseudo-infinite off of these cards. GG. Shelob, Child of Ungoliant. This is a Spider's commander. And a spider that makes it so if you deal damage to your opponent's creatures, and it will kill them because Death Touch, it gives Death Touch to all of them, you're going to get their creature as a food. Delicious. No turn 1 ramp here, but I'll take a turn 1 like Ghost Vacuum or Swords to Plowshares. Some of this. One of these. Might just surveil. Just gonna surveil here. Show me a lush portico. Elvish Mystic. Sure. Elvish Mystic, Ghost Vacuum, and I don't want to slurp up the land from my graveyard because I do have a little bit of land recursion. I have a Weary Zone Guard in this deck because it's a stupid card. T'Challa. Swinging in for 1. Kind of expecting a kill spell on my commander. Alright, they're up to 3. Is it time for a spider? That sat down beside her? Maybe a Toxic Deluge? Take out both of these? No, just to cultivate. They want to ramp. Ramp they do. I'll just take that out of their graveyard. Rune Carved Obelisk. Get them boots on. I like don't have anything big I'm ramping into here. They're ramping into Shelob. She costs like 6 mana, but she is an 8/8. A Chomping Changeling. What do you hit with the Changeling? Rune Carved Obelisk or the boots? Okay, they're hitting the Obelisk. Somebody's asking if I've thought about doing a Caroline Dean deck. I have thought about making her the helm of a 5-color Runaways deck. Alright, I'll just keep making more Vibranium. That's all I got. I'll be able to get rid of Shelob once she comes down. Hi, Scraps. Do you want to be in the video? Yeah, the commander's not technically a kitty, but it's kind of like a kitty. Oh, they're getting so cash. Okay. This is my cat, Scraps. She is not the Black Panther. She is more of a brown tabby, honestly. Woo! 1000 Moon Smithy! Yes, cool, awesome, rad. Listen, it's no simulacrum synthesizer, but it's pretty dang good. Especially with Vibranium to tap. Yeah, such a good girl. Mutable Explorer gets them a land. It is a spider. The land is a spider. And they're going to End of the Hunt. That will kill T'Challa. This has a mana value of 0. You fool, you've only made me stronger! I'll Ghost Vac my own graveyard here to grab the Elvish Mystic, just in case I want it. Oh, Nexus of Becoming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. If I use this to cast, I'll get myself another one of these. Isn't that cool, Scraps? She's like, very cool. Very awesome. Very significant. If I had wanted to, I could have instead done Nexus of Becoming. This is whenever you cast an artifact or a creature, so it still would have triggered. I just would have needed to tap Mox Amber instead, but I feel this is pretty good too. If they'd like, they can make a food copy of one of these, if they can kill one, which they gotta have a fight or bite, right? There's 2 1-mana bite spells now, which are both really good. Oh, that's whack. Since that is Ward 2, I cannot interrupt this with the Swords to Plowshares. Mazel tov, you're getting yourself a gnome food. Yep, that is exactly how I want to tap. See what I get out of the Nexus. Nettle Cyst, well, hot dog! It kills the germ. Oh, right, I can't equip it. I'll attack with everything, and I will Swords the Shelob. I can pay the ward cost. You can use Vibranium to cast, or to hit ward. And I think it's just short of lethal, but it's good enough. Duran besieged by time, a big booty commander that recently got a big buff through Captain America's Shield. Yep, that is actually the card that I would say has brought Duran into an extra level of power. It's nice that I keep going first. I feel like I've gone first with a lot of my games. I have the Ooze, but I don't have Ramp. Okay, there we go. A turn 1 Birds of Paradise into all of this stuff sounds just fine. This is big booties, but it's more about the difference in power and toughness, because you could also have something that has a very, very high power and a very low toughness, and Duran would still give it a big buff. Yeah, Kingpin can also go in this deck. I can even see updating like a Durand standard Brawl with those 2 cards. It'd be really good. I'll name Human. And I will play T'Challa, the Black Panther. Getting me 1 Vibranium, please. Oh, they're putting it on black. Gotta have a second land, though. There we go. Ooh, Duskendon. Definitely not running that many high-powered creatures if they're running Dusk. And a Crashing Drawbridge to give haste. Also, if they're blocking, Durand gives that buff. I'm going to play the One Ring. Setting up for some big card draw. And with cards like Paradox Engine in the deck, we can get real nasty. T'Challa makes another Vibranium. Next turn, I'll have enough for Panharmonicon and Fnatic, but I'm going to probably draw first off the Vibranium. See if I can get something cool there. Wary Zone Guard. I do have a fetch in hand. That is so fetch. Ooh, Bridgeworks Battle. That would get through Durand's ability. Wouldn't be using T'Challa, though. I want to do the thing my deck does. So I'm going to go for Thousand Moon Smithy. And they could double block him if I attack in. It would, like, I would get the Vibranium. But I don't think it's what I want here. At the start of the next turn, I would be killing none of them if I swung in there. Because this would be blocking as a 4/8 and this is a 5/10. What a crazy card. Crashing Drawbridge, able to haste out any of those big booty critters they might have. Like a giant ox. And a Laguna Brand Trailblazer. And anybody else? Voice of Victory, which costs 1 less thanks to Durand's abilities. And Boots, so they can protect their Crashing Drawbridge. Nope, so they can protect Durand. Boost with the brrr. Alright, do I feel like flipping the smithy? Not this turn, I think the next turn. Because I got my Ugin here. This big Fnatic. Ugin, I would like you to hit Voice of Victory. I'll add some colorless mana. Oh, no, I wanted to use more on the, on these, but sure.
I am the master of this world.
Alright, that means I'll have to bolt this in instead. Yeah, I should have manually tapped. That's on me. I guess I'll draw, why not? No pain, no game. If I attack in... I get to kill one of them. I'll take it. They could also just, like, get a free block with Duran. Because, again, it blocks as a 5/10. Now, they're going with all of these. And I'll choose to kill the Crashing Drawbridge. It can't attack, but the haste ability on it's really nice. Move my commander to the command zone. Yup. Raise zone guard, grab that land, use that land. Kami of Bamboo Groves. And I'll bring in Razor Verge Thicket since it comes in tapped. Oh, I can bring in both. Right, because the Panharmonicon. This is a maybe card in the deck, but I like it. If you want to swap it for something else, swap it for, I don't know, the Aether Spark. That's a fun one. And it costs 4 mana. Perfect for T'Challa's. 1 Yoked Ox. They can give it haste with them booties. And these 3 are swinging at Ugin. They won't be able to kill him because we've got some big blocks ourselves. GG, Duran. Cosmic Spider-Man is going to love seeing his buds, She-Hulk and T'Challa. Actually, I don't think they interact too much, but Cosmic Spider-Man, seeing a lot more play now that we have both more spiders and a quest to play spiders, is all about bringing out, well, the best in all your Spider-Men by giving them flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste during your turn. It's a lot of life gain. That's like the biggest thing is it's like, yeah, unblockable. Check out how much life gain we have. I'm happy to see people playing Spider-Man as actually a spiders deck because for a very long time after this card came out, I feel like I was the only one who played it as a spiders deck, and a lot of people played it as cards that are good in 5 colors, which is not my personal favorite. Does it work? Yeah, of course it works. It's like a hasty 5/5 flying lifelink thing. It's a good enough card on its own. I'll play T'Challa. They can't cast spells on my turn. They could sacrifice their Masked Meower. And hopefully next turn I'll be able to go Ring of the Lucii. I think it's Lucii. Into the Aether Spark. And if not, maybe I'll be able to just, like, Aether Spark. That's fun. Make a big T'Challa. Big. Make a big She-Hulk. Double big. At 3 mana, Patchwork Banner. Gonna buff up all their spiders, including the Masked Meower. I'm used to only seeing this card in the Johnny decks. If they got a bolt or something, they could take this out. A bolt, swords. Probably wouldn't use an erode on it. Oh, they're gonna push. So then, since they hadn't fetched this turn, they had fetched the turn before. Nice. All right, and because I have a land here, this is to grab dual or basic. Basic. I got like 1 double green and I can use it. Ring the Lucii. Pushing a lawyer seems risky. Yes. I could go for Kutsil for more like prevention of spells on my turn and a little card draw, but I want to get the Aether Spark onto T'Challa here. It should get me a lot of loyalty to set up for card draw, set up for mana, maybe even using it to bring out Ugin next turn. Nice. It's a big Black Panther. A big kitty, little kitty. They get Cosmic Spider-Man. And I think just, yeah, swinging in and gaining 8 life, bringing me down to 15 is pretty good. I will add 10 mana of any one color. Let's go with green. Ugin. Exiling Cosmic Spider-Man. Yeah. Yeah. I'll Joyous Familiar. I'll play all this stuff. And I'll win the game. Oh, hello, sister. It's Shuri, Wakandan Adventure. Shuri is a mono blue artifacts commander. And in mono blue, they've got access to really the best artifact synergy. Unlike my deck, which we do not really have that much artifact stuff here, they have it all. They've got the tutors, they've got the triggers, they've got the discounts, they've got it all. It's a lore battle. They're not fighting. They're friends. They get along. They both like to work with their Vibranium. Also, the person playing this deck, I think, got randomly assigned a gift sub in my channel this week, so yeah! Or you can say, Bang Whistle, subscriber of our stream. Get him, Jenny. She-Hulk out here preventing some counter magic. I can use Vibranium to flip her over. Is one of them gonna get turned into a frog? Nope. I'm gonna patch things up. Go for a Signet. Still 2 mana up. This discount is huge on a 2 mana creature. Some Astral Corn. Astral Corn. Sewer Valence Cam. They can use that to untap one of their manas or tap my dude. Alright, so they're tapping and slapping. Alright, I'm feeling Might Stone, Weak Stone into Frogmite. Yeah, because that gets T'Challa big enough to swing in here without threat of patchwork. Alright, so draw 2. Is the frog in it? Oh, it's a frog in it. Yes, banned in Alchemy Sewer Valence Cam because of its ability to untap Vivi. You wish that were a joke, but it's not. I have so much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only for artifacts and abilities. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the one over here. I don't have double white for Jennifer to flip into She-Hulk. I can't make her Hulk out. Yeah, they could just ban Vivi or make Vivi say once a turn. Before they ever do that. Ooh, Umezawa's Jitty. That's a very pretty Jite. A 1 mana Thought Monitor. It's like, this is what I mean when I say like blue actually has artifact stuff. But mine is big artifacts, theirs is little artifacts. Outside of that forge. We're both running a forge. Oh. Worm. They are staying back. I gain life. Alright, if I want to double spell, it would be these. Or this into Nettle Cyst. Let's do this into Nettle Cyst. I don't think I need the Aether Flux here. Swinging in with T'Challa. You gonna kill me with your automaton? Probably a good idea. Okay, T'Challa dies. No, wait. No, they blocked with the Thought Monitor. Oh. Okay. Thinking. I did that once. This is a frog. The Worm Wall Sweeper. And a Repurposing Bay. Oh, what do you want to turn into what? Let me guess. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Magistrate Scepter. Okay, I see what they're doing. So, this is a card that cares about charge counters. Planets and spacecrafts also care about charge counters. What they have set up here is infinite extra turns. Now, in their current state, they're not actually advancing the board state, but they are taking infinite extra turns. So they have that going for them. And eventually, infinite extra turns should win them the game. Right? They just have to, you know, have one more creature that has, like, evasion. They could start using these turns and, like, actually putting charge counters onto Magistrate's Scepter. Yeah, there's a couple, like, charge counter manipulation things. I know that a lot of people used Magistrates and similar with the, not Guideline Station, but the Jeskai Precon that either had the robot or the spaceship. Ooh, wait. Lost Jide also using charge counters. To make all of these unable to block. Yeah. Yeah. And then they swing in for... Okay, they're gonna have to +1/+1/+1/+. They will swing in for lethal. I'm gonna let them do it, yeah. This person I've matched into, I think I've mentioned this before when I've matched into them. They do some real brewing. And I appreciate this. The same person, like, I ran into on the Go-Go deck. There's somebody who is doing things with blue other than counter spells, which is a rarity in this day and age. GG, sister. Loot the Pathfinder. I only have 2 lands in this hand. Do I believe in my ability to draw a third? Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Loot is usually just a Teamer Good Stuff deck because you don't need anything other than Teamer Good Stuff when you've got Thieves abilities. Adding mana with a ritual, drawing 3 cards, recall, or a bolt. That's right, he truly does it all. I will play some booties because I'm a cutie and I want to go fast with my kitty cat man. It's Lightning Greaves. Somebody's saying my opponent is named after a Japanese food dish. What kind of Japanese food dish? Is it a good one? Are we judging their taste? They should be judging my taste. I put Paradox Engine in a deck. I'm a monster. Nikujaga? Oh, I gotta look it up. Oh, stew! Stew. It's like 85 degrees in the room I'm in, but I could still go for some stew. All right. Bolt it. T'Challa. Rootin', bootin', and scooting at your face. Also, he's got Shroud, which is really good because it means he'll dodge a lot of removal. Next turn, I'm probably going to go Paradox Engine, attack, Ghost Vacuum, if I get a land. And I guess that would give me 3 mana, which actually isn't enough to do anything else. Thundering Falls, a Bark Channel Pathway, and a Chomping Changeling to get rid of my boots. Gonna make you wish you saved that for something else. Like this. I don't actually have a way to untap my stuff, but I have the engine ready. Now, some people will be like, well, aren't you supposed to just, like, wait until the engine has the things? Yeah, but I'm lazy, and I like to use my exact mana. Destroy it! Loot. You might. I don't know. This will add 4 mana if they have Badger Mole, right? Like, pay 1, get 4 back? But 1 will be green? Refund. Yeah, it's a tap ability that adds mana. They're tapping for a blue, they're tapping for a green. And a Sanctum Weaver. This taps for lots of mana based on the number of enchantments they have. But that's not actually a Sanctum Weaver, it's a Facet Deep Dwelling! Let's go! Alright, so they're gonna eat the Paradox Engine. Good. Every turn they'll be able to eat one of these. Unless, of course, I explode the universe. Which I might want to. Could be a good idea. Except I don't have double white mana. Pretend I do. A rune-carved obelisk. Ghost Vac. I can swing in. And this gives them 2 different targets. What's up? Which one you want to hit? If you hit my rune-carved obelisk, I can get a 0 mana card from my library, which I guess is just Mox Amber. I want to say that's the only one I have. The only 0 cost card. Yeah, these are indestructible. The Vibranium is. Well, they're thinking about it. Yes, next turn, if I want to, I can Orrery into Wrath. It can get lands. Oh my gosh, you're right. It could hit a land. I didn't realize it didn't say non-land. Oh, food chain. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Seeing that across the table is never a good sign. They swing for 3. And are you going to turn any of these adorable little creatures into perhaps a delicious treat? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Paradox Engine versus Food Chain. I mean, the Paradox Engine's gone. Alright, so I will sacrifice this artifact to get the highest mana value. Okay, so I got a land. Great. And I will slurp your Sanctum Weaver. Yum, yum. Yummy, yum, 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 yum. Okay. Chromatic Orrery to make T'Challa bigger. T'Challa with the big swing. And the Wrath of God. T'Challa's like, no, what about me? Yeah, you're dead. Oh, wait. I can do this. Nice shot. Ghost Vacuum. It's a good card. I have 4 lands. You have 3 lands. We're pretty much on even footing. Don't look at the artifacts. Don't look at the everything else. Yeah, slurped up. Yes, thank you, Arena, for holding priority for me so I could sorp the land. A Lava Glide Pathway. They could tap a creature if I got, like, a hasty thing. One. 2. Christina Breachy. This seems like a very uneventful breach, at the very least. But with Food Chain, it could go longer, but the only thing is I don't see a way to get more stuff in the graveyard, which is usually what you're breaching with. It's like you have more mana off Food Chain, but you don't have the stuff. So is this person just, like, playing combo pieces? Sure. That's a lot of these things. T'Challa. Bright Glass Gear Hulk. Yes, please. Esper Sentinel... Haywire Mite. You know what's super cool? Thassa's not a creature. You can have your food chain. But only because I don't know what's going on. Oh, apparently the way the opponent's name is said sounds like Nick Jagger. Well, that's fun. All right, now with your food chain, your chain of foods, you can certainly use loot multiple times by getting rid of him and also exiling your land creatures, and it'll get you like mana each time you do, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, so they draw 3. That's 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, like plus 6 mana there. So 11 mana available to them through food chain. Does a land with haste count as a fast land? Yes. Did I choose the wrong target? I chose the target that lets me hold less priority. Oh, wow, they bolted in a land here. We're summoning Leviathan? Okie dokie. The creatures all return to my hand. Could be fun. But I want to use it for this, so no. Go ahead and get rid of that food chain. Yummy, yummy, tasty, tasty. T'Challa. Right, Glass Gear Hulk. Yeah. One of these and one of uses. Okay. All the small things. You have 5 mana. You have a Leviathan. It will draw a card when it attacks. A 1/1 Might? You mean the normal power and toughness of Haywire Might? You want to see what you draw? Leviathan swings in. I'll double block. If you have another land, you could always bolt yourself in the face with loot. Just saying, it would be funny. They besiege you with the Gear Hulk? Sure. Bambo. Okay, what else you got? You got 3 mana and all of it is blue. A 1. A 2! A conundrum. Do you pay to 1? Yeah, you didn't pay to 1. Okay, about to get jumped by mana dorks. And the mana dorks will do it. End the game. Notorious History Chaser. I don't have turn 1 ramp, but I do have a little bit of turn 2 protection. She-Hulk, or Jennifer Walters, is a very nice way to stop my opponent from interacting with me on my turn. They can use abilities, sure, but they can't cast spells. Avacyn's Pilgrim, if you came out last turn, sure, but now it's too late. Jennifer Walters, come into play. Torpor Orb. Creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. That would include T'Challa making a token. He'll still trigger on attack though, so I'm gonna play him here, and I'm gonna swing him for 2. That's a rough one. I feel like I don't see Torpor Orb very often. Into a board wipe. Okay, well that's just rude. Looks to me like I'm gonna have to not be able to destroy that with Witch Enchanter because this doesn't trigger. How about a roaming throne? Naming human. That's a lot of haterade you got over there. Dang, man. All right. I guess I'll have to ramp the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I'm not used to seeing this much. I bet they're running like a winter moon or something, too. Rodlob, thank you for the sub. Pintorius is in play. They don't currently have anything I can see to get things out of their graveyard, but they could play one. Aw, they're killing the Pilgrim. Rude. I was gonna use that. I'll bop Pintorius. Take 2 hits to kill him, and he protects himself so well with those spirits. Torpor Orb into Board Wipe into Blood Moon. Oh yeah, this is not a joyful deck our opponent has here. Maybe it brings them joy. I'm gonna Flame Slash my throne. And something notable is Endstone would cause me to lose a ton of life if I play it. But also, it's really fun. But also, it's really fun. Hey. Don't destroy it. Ugh. Fine. Well, maybe I'll get another land and we can play the 10 rings!
Time to dig.
Fanatic of Ronus. Okay, cool. Solemn Simulacrum. It won't get its enter the battlefield. Doesn't matter, I got guys. They actually had destroyed the Endstone before the life loss trigger. That is funny. Yep. You silly. Okay. All right. This has escape, so I don't want it to die because that would give them spirits.
Must dig deeper.
Oh, I could have T'Challa'd there. My bad. They have played the One Ring. They get protection. Goblin Engineer will put things into their graveyard, or it would if they didn't have that going on. Okay, 10 golden rings. Sup? It seems weird seeing a Kentorius not make spirits. Alright, let's draw 10. Alright, what do I got? What do I got? Ah, I see. I see. I might end up bonking that Blood Moon. Maybe.
What kind of mystery are you?
What kind of mystery are we gonna solve? The mystery of why nobody wants to play with you. Mm-hmm. You should probably name Artifact. Maybe. I don't know. I got an Ugin next turn. That's pretty rad. Mm-hmm. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can still play Ugin. Okay. Never mind, I guess. I'll play a Plains. We finally have white mana off of something else. Ugin! I'll just... Do I feel like nailing this? Nailing you? I nailed this so I'm able to activate this without paying mana. I know you don't have Priv, and I know you don't have Tithe, because they're in your graveyard.
I will not allow my progeny to continue.
Whatever this guy's yelling about. Joyer is familiar. I will hit Kentorius. Get a kill spell? I'm gonna... Oh my god, they triggered Kentorius!
No ancient battlefields next time.
Power belongs to the patient.
Isn't that crazy? They finally did it. They triggered Kentorius. Well, here's a Llanowar Elf. It's your move, opponent. I'll draw 3 more cards with my 10 rings. Oh no, I'm almost done with my ice cream. My ice cream is also melted. I cannot cast spells on your turn. I agree with this statement. Get rid of Ugin or something? They're dealing 4 damage to Ugin. Following up with a Lightning Helix. No more Ugins.
My theories could use a little practice. New discoveries are so thrilling.
Well, I guess they could get that out next turn with their Goblin Engineer. I don't think they have another red up. Great.
Research is ruined.
See if they move that back. Okay, they do. Don't have lethal off Arsenal this turn. I'm going to Glyph Bridge. It is not a creature, so it still gets through Torpor Orb. I choose my Joyer's Familiar, and I choose your Unbreakable Remnant. I would like to draw a card, thank you. A Conduit Attitude. I got one of those. Pew pew! And we draw up again. And they leave! Really? You're gonna make me suffer through that for nothing? Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. This deck just works. I will tell you straight up, if you get the 1 mana into 3 mana curve with this deck, you are so golden. Will you win every game with that kind of start? No, but that is just such an incredible way to start a game because T'Challa gets you so much mana. Unlike some cards like Roxanne, at least it's not refunding its mana cost, but it's getting you to the big dumb artifacts that you can see here. I think that this is going to be one of those decks that people are going to be running for years because the more good 4 mana artifacts we get, the better this entire deck is. And I think that, like, T'Challa is just a cool commander. If you're looking to brew one of the Black Panthers, your different options are things like a Selesnya Aggro, or a Zorius Tempo, or Selesnya Artifacts. And of those 3, I let my chat pick which one we're gonna brew. This is definitely the most unique. It's a weird deck, but it's a fun deck and a good deck. Some things I would consider adding, just after experiencing playing it a bunch, is maybe a 1 mana haste, like pair of boots, like Lava Spur boots or Skateboard. Possibly adding in something like Tezzeret to fetch those, since you could already fetch them off Gear Hulk, but those things only cost 3. But like, the deck is cool. I'd say that the cards that do the least in here but are still fun to have are things like Ultron, and I actually don't think you need Voyager Quickwelder. I find that the amount of mana you get off these Vibranium tokens is just absurd. So I would say if you're looking for considerations of things to add in, maybe consider a cool Skateboard so T'Challa can do some sick tricks, and yeah, maybe even a Shadow Spear for Trample. They're all fetchable, they're all good, and the deck is good. So if you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. This deck, by the way, does share a lot of cards with some other big artifact commander decks like Sammy. So if you are looking for something that's similar, maybe look at the Sammy deck. It also just spits out a million artifacts, and then, well, since everything has affinity for artifacts, you spit out even more. The decks are pretty similar though, but I like this one a lot more. It feels more like I'm interacting with the board early. And yeah, I mean, just look at the curve. It goes 1, a little bit of 2, itty bit of 3. 4? 4 is crazy. It's all about the 4 mana artifacts. But yes, I'll give it a thumbs up, and I will say you can absolutely take Paradox Engine out of the deck. Same thing with the, where are you? Aetherflux Reservoir. You do not need them to win. It just gives you a way to win all in one turn. So if you're looking for things to cut, especially if you hate Paradox Engine, there you go. You can go for it. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.